Hello, my name is Clover Garrick, and my national security case study that I'll be talking about is Operation Just Cause, the 1989 U.S. invasion of Panama and the overthrow of Manuel Noriega. This operation was carried out by President George Bush, who ordered roughly 27,000 U.S. troops against General Manuel Noriega's PDF, or Panamanian Defense Forces. This was the largest U.S. combat operation since Vietnam disposed Noriega. It dissolved the PDF and installed elected President Guatemala Indara. This operation was to protect American lives, restore Panama's 1989 election, stop drug trafficking, and safeguard the Canal Treaties for trade with America and Panama. This also took place on December 20th, 1989 to January 31st, 1990. For the what of this operation, a former CIA asset turned narco dictator who was Manuel Narga nullified Panama's 1989 election and escalated violence against the U.S. personnel. The SWOT for this operation, the crisis threatened canal neutrality against America and Panama's treaties, which fed regional drug trafficking pipeline and put American citizens and credibility at risk. This was integral to the national security because this was a serious national security threat. In the outlook of this operation, the operation was widely viewed as a military success and a model for post-Cold War warfare and set a clear net positive for America's national security. The agencies that were involved in this operation were the President of the United States slash the National Security Council, which was Bush's four stated objectives were to protect Americans, defend democracy, combat drug trafficking, and protect the Canal Treaties. The second agency was the Defense Department, the DOJ and the Office Legal Counsel, led by William Burr. The third agency was the DOD, the Department of Defense, and the fourth agency was the State Department allies. For my critical thinking, I used a timeline, and the reason why I think this timeline is a good way of showing this operation is because this shows how the diplomatic failure of Manuel Noriega escalated step by step into military action, and it was quickly dissolved in the end. So in 1983, Noriega becomes the head of the PDF. By the 89, he wins the election. Or Indara wins the election. Indara annuals the result. In December 16th, U.S. Marine officer killed at PDF checkpoint, and Noriega surrenders to the U.S. forces in January, and then it just dissolves in the end. The lessons that I learned during this case study was that this was a serious national security interest given by the pending canal transfer and the regional drug trafficking. This operation impacted the U.S. national security by establishing the Powell Doctrine, which emphasized overwhelming force, clear objectives, and exit strategies. This operation was benefited by the decades of intelligence gathering by agents of the Panama's leader Manuel Noriega. Here are all my references, and thank you. Have a good day.